everyone, welcome to our second episode. Today we're diving deep into one of the most biodiverse places in the world, which is the Amazon rainforest. Today we have our special guest who is David Bravo, one of our sales members of Happy Gringo. And he will introduce himself and tell us a little bit more about the Amazon rainforest and the knowledge he has of this region.
Hello everyone, my name is David. I've been working for Happy Gringo for almost a year. And yeah, I have the chance to travel to the Amazon a couple of times, especially to the Cuyabeno National Park and also to Tena. I'm traveling in September actually to the Yasuni National Park, so I have a certain good idea of what is happening there and all the services that we have there. So yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So let's start with the basics. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about the Amazon rainforest? And have you had a chance to visit it?
Yeah, of course, I've been there a couple of times, especially in Cuyabeno, which is a deep jungle experience, and also in Tena, which is basically the beginning of the rainforest here in Ecuador. And what is the first thing that comes to my mind is especially wildlife and a completely out-of-the-box experience, very far from any city or something like that. So that's what I can tell about those two things that comes to my mind.
Awesome. And I also recall, like, when you are in the Amazon rainforest, is that you're experiencing like a new kind of like adventure, and you see like surrounded with a lot of trees and nature and the sound of the animals near you. Is just like another experience. It's like you're in another world, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's completely different. It's not something like, for example, when you're on a forest near a city, which is totally okay, full of nature. But in this case, you like you said, you're totally surrounded by nature. You're in the middle of nowhere actually, so you're deep in touch with all the sounds, or even the smell of every spot in the Amazon is different actually. So
yeah.
and also the places that you stay, they are also like in the middle of the jungle, like are part actually of the environment there. So it's actually a pretty amazing experience related with that. Also animals, nature, so the best mix there.
Yeah, I guess like the greatest experience to go and disconnect from the outside world. So highly recommended. And David, Ecuador offers access to several unique parts of the Amazon. As you know, we offer lodges in the Coca region, Cuyabeno, and Tena region, right? In your opinion, what sets each of these areas apart for travelers?
It depends on a lot of what you're looking for. For example, if you're looking actually a deep jungle experience, you can enjoy the Yasuni National Park experience or the Cuyabeno National Park experience, which are, like I said, a deep jungle experience. This means that you're going to be inside these two national parks, deep in touch with nature, and the opportunity that you have to be in touch with wildlife. It's totally different, especially if you compare it with the Tena area experience, which is totally okay. It is also amazing, but it's different because you are more in touch with wildlife. And of course, we are talking about a national park, which is an area that we have to preserve. So actually the experience is more related with that. Tena, it's also an amazing place to have some adventure, for example, for rafting or kayaking also. But you are not going to find the same biodiversity as you will find even in Cuyabeno or in the Yasuni.
Great. And also talking about lodges right now, can you give us like an idea where the most luxurious lodges are in these areas of the Amazon rainforest?
Yeah, we have some of the areas. For example, in this case, the Yasuni National Park offers the most luxury lodges options. For example, the Napo Wildlife Center or Sacha Lodge or La Selva Lodge. Those are the most luxury experiences that you will live. Also with a great opportunity, which is also comes with the hand of the wildlife observation. In comparison with the Cuyabeno National Park, which in this place the lodges that are offered are not so luxury. The Cuyabeno National Park, it's like more related with backpackers and young crowds experiences. It is preferred because of the price, of course, but also the way that you can transport it to those places. The Coca region can be reached by plane, and the Cuyabeno National Park should be reached on land. Otherwise, will be more expensive. So those are like the main difference between those both deep jungle experiences.
All right, and Happy Gringo do also offer Amazon River cruises. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. Cruises and river cruises are completely, I mean, not completely different, but it is actually a different experience because you're going to be navigating in the river, so you're going to be traveling through this area, but it is different in the sense of that you will need to stop to do all the activities and everything, the hikes, yeah. In comparison with a cruise, with a lodge experience, I consider that a lodge experience it's more related with the opportunity to see wildlife. Actually, the cruise is more related for, first of all, luxury, because it's a beautiful chance to navigate in the river, which is another way to live this amazing place. But on my opinion, you will have less chances to see certain kind of wildlife, especially.
Sure. One of the most frequent questions our customers usually ask is that it's going to be raining in the rainforest, right? And what could you answer to our customers about that?
It's gonna be raining, yeah. In a certain kind of way, the weather there is a little bit unpredictable. It is the rainforest, so expect raining. But we have two main seasons in the Amazon, which is the rainy season actually and the dry season. So the difference between both will be more the chances that you will have to see, for example, during the dry season, you will have the chance to see more birds, and animals are going to get closer to the river to get access to the water, for example. On the other hand, we have the rainy season, which means that access to water for animals is going to be like more easy, but you will have better chances to see aquatic wildlife. So depends a lot of what you're looking for, but basically, in my experience, I can say that the whole year is a good time to travel to the Amazon, unless you are looking for something specific, or unless you want to see some animal like specifically that. So then we have to consider the time that you're traveling actually.
And now that you mentioned wildlife, what type of animals can we spot in the Amazon rainforest?
But for example, just in the Yasuni, you have more than 500 different species of birds. So birds is one of the most things that you will see actually. Most of the animals that you will see. Monkeys a lot, that is for sure. And depending on how lucky you are, you can see, for example, the big cats actually, the jaguars or pumas, depending on the spot that you are located, and also how lucky you are, because wildlife tend to be like that. It's a little bit unpredictable in this case. Caimans a lot. What else?
The anacondas,
right? Frogs,
otters.
Otters also. It's a good chance. If you're going to the Cuyabeno National Park, pink dolphins will be an option to see if you're lucky. Also, yeah. So fishes a lot also.
Sure. So from families with kids to other adventurers, like what type of tours would you offer to them?
What kind of tours? Of course, both options especially the deep jungle experience, especially the Yasuni, because you can reach from you can reach the Yasuni National Park by plane, like I said before. So it is a more relaxed, actually just a 30-45 minutes flight, so it's more relaxed to get there. So my recommendation for families would be that, because if you want to travel to the Cuyabeno, you have to travel by land between 10 or 12 hours in the night, so that's more complicated. So that would be my first recommendation. And then, related with tours and everything, all lodges offer beautiful hikes, which is not like you don't have to be like on a good shape, or it is very friendly for seniors or for kids. You're gonna go with the rest of the group, so there's no rush. You can go a little bit on your own rhythm. So that would be like my recommendation. For example, kayaking is not mandatory that you do in the river of the different lodges. Not all of lodges offer actually kayaking. So my recommendation would be, like, if you're going to Yasuni, especially for families, that would be my recommendation. And I think that all the activities is going to be friendly for seniors or for children.
Great. And how about on the other scenario, like some of our customers have just like very tight itineraries, but just want to look like a short sightseeing of the Amazon rainforest? Which region would you recommend?
Then I will recommend actually Tena. The beginning of the rainforest, actually, because you will require less time to reach there also. And Tena is more close to, for example, regions like the cloud forest of of Baños. So actually you can reach by car or by land transport, so it can be combined with the Andean region tour. So that would be like my recommendation. Also, for example, if you have to travel to the Yasuni or the Cuyabeno, you will require more time. So that means more time for transportation, less time for experience, actually. So if you have limited time or limited budget also, then Tena will be my recommendation. And also, if you want to experience more adventure, that will be my recommendation, because it is a better place to enjoy these kind of things other than deep in the jungle, especially in a national park, which is a place to preserve nature and not to enjoy so much adventure, for example, which is not the case of Tena.
And in your experience, do clients usually want to visit just the Amazon rainforest, or they usually combine it with the Galapagos and Machu Picchu, for example?
It is combined also. I have a lot of clients that especially they want to combine it with the Galapagos, because of course they are in Ecuador, so it is easier to reach. And of course there are a good portion of clients that also want to experience an Amazon experience combined with the Machu Picchu or the Andean region of Ecuador. It is a good combination, actually.
Sure, it's like just visiting the two hidden gems of Ecuador, right? Like the Amazon rainforest and the Galapagos. Two at once is very great for visitors. Rafting is another activity available for Happy Gringo. Have you had a chance to try it yourself?
Yes, amazing activity. It is a little bit tiring, but it is something that, of course, you can enjoy, especially in Tena. This depends a lot also on the weather. Once I had the chance to enjoy this activity, but it was really tough. So we were very close to do not this kind of activities, because it was a little bit risky. But so clients must understand that also this activity is always hang up of the weather of that day, because it's raining too much and the guide considers that it's dangerous. The activity could not be done by all the passengers. So yeah, it's something to take into consideration. But in Tena region there are a couple of options and rivers that you can enjoy. So maybe we can find a good spot to assure the experience.
Yeah, actually, I've heard like there are some easy rivers in Tena, especially for families that enjoy this type of activity. So, talking about like the tough experience you have in rafting, I had something similar, but it was not like really in Tena, it was in the Baeza area.
Exactly.
We ended up making like rafting 4 plus,
Yeah,
level 4 plus, which was awesome. I mean, like, for adventurers, yes.
exactly. For adventurers, young people, that's not so like for families or for seniors, of course. Uh, so yeah, there are a couple of options, couple of rivers. So we can find certainly a recommendation for our clients in different actually in different places of Ecuador, not only in the Amazon rainforest, but it could be a good combination. Especially like I said, if they are looking for Andean region tour plus some good adventure there, or some touch with nature. So it will be very flexible to enjoy these kind of things.
And David, I mean, like interacting with indigenous communities is also one of the highlights of the activities that you usually do in jungle trip. So, have you had a chance to participate in those activities before?
Yes, actually, yeah, that's part of the experience in the Amazon, which is amazing because you're gonna be in touch with, for example, try different food, traditional food of the native cultures there, and also especially with rituals related with health. For example, the shamanic, I don't know how to say it, procedures or activities, but yeah, the touch with the culture, with the food, with the lifestyle, so to say, because you're gonna be in their home actually. So you're out of the city, you're very far from any kind of what we know about the big cities and everything. So actually you will have the chance to see how they live, how they get actually food, for example, very close from their homes. So it is actually like amazing the chance that you have to see how they live in how to describe it. It's like in a good relationship, so to say, with the environment, with nature and what they have to offer, how they produce everything they need, that take it from nature. That is amazing, for example.
Indeed, it is. And how do you recommend people prepare for visiting the Amazon rainforest? Like the essentials they can bring to this area?
Yeah, of course. We always send to our passengers a packing list, which is very necessary because you have to be well prepared, especially for clothes, taking into consideration to the clothes that you will be using. For example, small shorts is not the best idea because of the mosquitoes or the bites of some animal, or for example, the sun. You need to cover when it's very sunny, or for example the repellent for insects. It's very necessary. So we always send a good packaging list so everyone can consider what they need to live there, because you have to be well prepared for that. It's nothing too much complicated, but it is always important that you don't forget something really important for you, which is going to be like it's going to improve your experience.
And bear in mind, and also that the weather is hot and humid, right? So it's best like you bring breathable clothes with you.
Exactly, no thick clothes, or I mean clothes that allows you to breathe actually, because it could be like a little bit tough with the weather. Also, it's gonna rain, so a rain jacket is a must, for example. Even if it is not cold, but you will need it. So it's a good combination, and you will need certainly to be prepared.
Sure, thank you, Dave. For those who are unsure about how long to stay in the Amazon, what is like the ideal length to do this type of trips?
My recommendation for all our passengers is at least 4 or 5 days if you want to visit the Yasuni or the Cuyabeno National Park. Because you will need, especially the first and the last day, just for transportation.
Yeah.
So this means if you are staying just 3 days, you're not gonna have like so much time to enjoy actually the deep jungle experience. But if you stay for 4 or 5 days, then you will have enough time to really enjoy the experience. If you have less than 4 days, then my recommendation will be to go to Tena actually.
Great. Many travelers are curious about local cuisine. What's a traditional Ecuadorian dish or ingredient that you always recommend guests to try?
Well, at least you should try the yuca, the casabe in the Amazon. Especially, we're talking about the Amazon because if we talk about Ecuadorian cuisine, we can talk for
hours about Ecuador.
Yeah,
Gastronomy,
but
right?
if you are in the Amazon, of course you have to try the casabe. And a special plate that I always enjoy is maito. Maito, which is made with also the yuca, the casabe, plus rice, or especially I like with fish, local fishes that they use, and it's always nice to see how they prepare it because they use this slave of I think it's plantain, so they wrap it and they cook it, so it is wonderful, a wonderful way to enjoy that kind of thing.
And super healthy as well, right?
Super healthy also. Everything what you're gonna get in the Amazon is actually healthy because you're not gonna find a lot of processed food there, which is not an option for them. They have everything what you will need actually to have a very healthy alimentation. So yeah, that's both of the things. And then of course, if you want to try something really different, is the chontacuros.
Oh, the worms, right?
Yeah, the worms, yes. If you want to try it, I taste when I went there, I taste the ants.
Oh yeah, me too. The lemon lime ants.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
They taste like lemon because they live actually on a lemon plant. So that's what they taste. So that would be like my recommendation. If you want to try really something different, it's not that bad. Sounds a little bit bad, but it's totally okay. So that would be like my recommendation to try something different.
Something different for sure. And what would you say to someone who is unsure to add the Amazon portion to their trips? Why it is worth the journey?
It depends a lot of why are you not sure of enjoying these kind of things. If you're thinking about that you're not gonna be safe, that is not the fact, because actually you're pretty safe in all activities. All the crew that actually works there, it's well prepared to handle everything. You're gonna be good cared about all of that things, and you don't have to take care of nothing else than just to enjoy, because you have a full service there, all meals or all the facilities that you will have. Also, if you are going to the Yasuni National Park, for example, the lodges there are more than comfortable. So it's also a luxury experience if you want to enjoy even a massage there. So actually it could be an amazing experience. Like I said, you can enjoy there by plane. The same thing as the Galapagos, so it's not gonna be like a tiring travel to get there. So if you're not sure about these kind of things, I think you're not gonna be disappointed if you try. If you give it a try, it's gonna be fine.
So thank you very much, David, for your time and for all your knowledge sharing to all our future customers and future travelers. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. And if you're interested in any tour to the Amazon rainforest, all the description will be in our link right here in the description. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.